Statistics 2016. Here is a question that represents information about 200 bananas, their mass in grams. For example, we have 40 bananas, their mass is more than 90 and less than or equal to 110 grams, and 70, their mass is more than 110 and less than or equal to 120 grams, and so on. So we have a frequency table. We are asked to find the height of these columns in order to draw the histogram. And actually, what happens if you want to draw a histogram, you need to calculate the frequency density. You need to calculate the frequency density. And how can we find the frequency density? To find the frequency density is to divide the frequency over the class width or class length. This is the rule. So I will apply this rule to find the frequency density of each interval. And using these frequency densities, you can draw your histogram. Okay, you can draw the histogram according to the frequency densities. So the height of each bar is from the frequency density. This is the normal thing. Okay, let us find the first frequency density. Say we need to find this one here, the frequency density here. You will find the frequency density how? By dividing the frequency over the class width. So I will say here it's 40 divided by the class width from 90 to 110. What's the difference? Is 20, and 40 divided by 20 is 2. So the frequency density is 2. The second frequency density, the same thing, divide the frequency divided by the class width. So 70 is the frequency divided by the class width from 110 to 120. What's the difference? It's 10. So 70 divided by 10 is 7. This is the frequency density. And when you come to number 3, you will say 60 divided by the frequency density is 5, and 60 divided by 5 is 12. This is the frequency density that we will use to draw the histogram. But you can see that this value is different from this value. That means he wants you to draw the histogram, but not using the 12 as this frequency density as the height. You are trying to use another scale. That means he's trying to draw the histogram, but a little bit shorter than the original one. So the relation between this 12 and 6 is half of the 12. That means to complete the table, you will find half of the frequency density in each interval. So the first one, it will not be 2. The answer will be half of this value, which is 1. And half of 7 is 3.5. And half of 12 is 6. So let us find the frequency density here and divide it by 2. The frequency density will be the frequency divided by the class width. 125 to 140, the class width is 15, and 30 divided by 15, that gives us the frequency density, which is 2, and these 2 will be used to draw the original or the normal frequency histogram or the histogram. But actually he is using a scale factor of half, or he is trying to make it a little bit shorter. So you will take half of these 2, which is 1. So he's asking you to complete the table. You will just keep the final answer on the table, and this will be your draft work. This one, the answer was 1 here, and this one here, the answer was 3.5, and number 4, this one, which gives us 1. So this is the idea. Thank you for watching.